We're drinking buddies and we like to drink.
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 Sound off.
Sound off.
Let's drink.
Let's drink.
Sound off. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's drink. Responsibly, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fun-filled, fact-packed episode of your favorite show and mine, Army Drinking Buddies. My name is Brian Roberts, and as always, my good friend,
Tori Murphy.
And today, we're shooting a second episode in one full day. If you haven't noticed, you probably will notice, we've been drinking all day. It's been a pretty cocktail-packed day. I think we're closing it on 6:30 at night, and I came into Portland around noon.
So we're at least on cocktail 5.
We're at 5, right? So we're pushing the edge of the envelope right now.
He is.
I am. Tori is good at this. I am a lightweight. But even though we are about to bring to you an incredible cocktail that Tori has brought to my attention that I've never had before. So tell us what it is.
It's called the Fancy Free, and it's out of a book called Death and Company, which is a fairly famous bar, if you believe the book, out of New York City.
Indeed.
Called Death and Company.
Death and Company.
And it's called a Fancy Free.
Fancy Free.
And so Brian and I, we've been friends for over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
We were just trying to figure out like the exact number, but
At least 1995.
At least
1995.
So over 20 years, and I watched a few of his Drinking Buddies episodes.
Yes.
And so I know he likes something a little bit sweet.
I'm a sweet, yeah.
I won't say he's sweet. But he likes drinks a little bit sweet, and I think his secret ingredient that he absolutely loves is maraschino liqueur.
I'm a fan of maraschino liqueur.
And I don't know if this is for true or not, but when I knew he was coming up to visit me this time, I thought, you know what? Let me put his maraschino liqueur to the test.
All right.
And see if that is the flavor that you absolutely love,
I
or
do
is
like
it
it.
really sweet?
Let's bring it. So
So,
tell me what's in it.
So we're gonna make it. It's called Fancy Free.
All right.
So for one cocktail, we use 2 ounces of Rittenhouse Rye Whiskey.
Wow.
And I think we need to get a measuring cup.
Measuring cup. Yeah, that's one thing we forgot.
So we'll
Yeah, there
hand
we
it
go.
in off
Very
stage.
nice.
So 2 ounces, and I choose Rittenhouse Rye because that's what the recipe
The recipe
says.
calls for, indeed. And some of these particular recipes, the brand of rye makes more sense. In this particular case, it's got to be Rittenhouse.
It absolutely does make more sense. And so if you're making cocktails at home and it says rye whiskey, well, there's probably dozens and dozens of rye whiskeys out there. What's a good one? And if you're not sophisticated, you're going to buy a lot of bottles,
Right.
and you're not going to be happy. And so in Death and Company, they recommend Rittenhouse.
Don't waste your time. Just go straight for Rittenhouse.
And it's good.
Indeed.
So 2 ounces,
Right?
and then we do half ounce
Half
of
ounce per.
maraschino liqueur.
Right?
So we're going to make 2. So 1 ounce.
And I have to say, when I first tasted Luxardo maraschino liqueur, I expected a cherry flavor. It's not that flavor. It's a completely different. I don't know. I didn't get cherry from it, but it's delicious nonetheless.
Yeah, there's no cherry flavor in the Luxardo maraschino liqueur.
Nice.
And then
And where
1
we at
dash of Angustura Bitters.
Nice.
So we're going to do 2 dashes. One,
Boom.
two.
There it is.
And it's nice that we have a black tablecloth because that will hide any sort of spill.
Indeed.
Because I'm a mess with
Well,
bitter
that's why
bottles.
that's why you have the the proper bar mat.
Exactly.
Right.
And so in the recipe it says 1 dash of orange bitters, house orange bitters. And so in this house, our house orange bitters is so basically a half dash of the Fee Brothers Gin Barrel Orange Bitters, and then a half dash of Gaz Regan's
Nice.
Orange Bitters.
Right.
So,
If you're familiar with these two, the Gaz Regan's is much more brutal. It's a much more powerful bitter. And the Fee Brothers is a much more light. So mixing them together makes a kind of perfect balanced set of bitters.
exactly. And so now we're going to just add some ice.
Nice.
And then we're going to stir like crazy into a rocks glass over a large ice cube. So the more ice, the better.
Away we go. And there is a method for stirring. Tori, would you like to explain the stirring method? There is a chaotic stirring method and a more
So we can
formal
do this
stirring.
normal, where you just go back and forth, and it's really, really loud.
Yes.
And so apparently, according to the books, if the books can be to be believed,
Right.
there's a Japanese stirring method. And so you hear this, and it's fairly quiet.
It is.
And so I'm stirring like crazy,
Indeed.
and you can see condensation starting to form on the outside of the glass,
Right.
because I'm taking the alcohol inside this glass way below 32 degrees. So we'll probably get down to 10 degrees.
Wow, really?
Really.
Hold up. Okay.
And so there's a lot of science behind it, but at 5 cocktails in, I'm probably not great at explaining the science.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
So,
But just take our word for it that the method of stirring is important.
well, you can be quiet or you can be loud.
Well,
And
in the
so
bedroom as well.
we won't go there. Thank you. So we have it stirred up quite well,
Right?
and we're gonna pour it into two.
Are you gonna try the double pour?
I'm gonna try the double pour.
Okay. There we
So
go.
2 rocks glasses over a large 2-ounce glass.
Indeed. All right.
And
Let's
so
bring it.
according to this cocktail strainer, I can. Oh, let's try it.
Ooh, look at that. We're gonna get the. Go ahead. Show us what.
So this is a laser thermometer, and so we can put it on here. So 16 degrees
16 degrees.
Fahrenheit. And so you're thinking, well, ice is 32 degrees. These bottles are literally room temperature.
Yep.
But by stirring it, I took it way below 32 degrees. So it is
Brilliant.
absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah. So do you recommend a 16 degree serving temperature?
If we got to 10 degrees, I think that might be better. So colder is better.
Okay.
And so if you've ever had a shot of room temperature vodka,
Yeah.
it's not good. If
Right.
you've ever had a room temperature martini,
Right.
not good. So all liquor is better
Colder.
colder.
I agree.
That's why warm cocktails, not really a thing.
Right.
And so maybe in fall or winter you can have warm drinks,
Right. No,
but
no.
you don't have warm cocktails.
Yeah, good call.
And
All right, let's have it.
with this strainer, they sold it when I bought it. It said you can stir or you can pour 2 cocktails at one time.
I'm excited. Let's see how it happens.
Never before seen in the Murphy household
Wow.
on YouTube.
It is. It does. I'm impressed. That's pretty brilliant. I could not have. If I didn't see it for myself, I wouldn't have believed it.
I've done it 1 or 2 times before.
Nice.
So this is called a fancy.
The
Fruit.
fancy free.
So my good friend Kim Gran, this is her absolute favorite cocktail.
It's beautiful.
It is
A
quite
good honey color, and of course, Tori prides himself on the pristine quality of the ice.
So this ice is very, very clear. And so if you ever watch, well, maybe not watch, but you read about how do you make clear ice at home, and you'll see like things that's like, oh, you boil the water, or you get unicorn tears and you drip 1 or 2 in them. It's all bogus.
Right. What's the secret?
So you gotta freeze it from one direction, not the band, but one direction.
Okay. So what does that mean? Like, what does that mean?
So everyone has a freezer
Yeah.
at home or whatever. So if you had a cooler that was like this direction and you were to fill it full of 4 inches of water.
Yeah.
And just kind of nice clear water, maybe from your tap, maybe from a little bit better, but you don't have to do distilled and you don't have to do craziness. And you put the whole cooler in the freezer.
Yeah.
And then so it will freeze from one direction because the top is open. And so all the cold air comes down.
Okay.
The cold air can't get around to the sides or the bottom because the cooler is blocking it. And so then it freezes clear all the way down.
Really?
And if you've ever been in so the books say, a survival situation, you can drink river ice or lake ice because it's completely clear and all the impurities, have been pushed out because the ice will not allow impurities to live inside of it. And so it pushes it out.
I had no idea.
And so when you have freezer ice,
Yeah.
and it's all cloudy or whatever, well, it's because it's freezing from kind of all directions.
Sure.
And so the all directions freezes the outside first, traps the air, traps the impurities, and then just shoves it all into the middle. And then at the last second,
You get that milky white
you
center.
get the milky white.
Nice.
And so it's hard to tell here, but this is quite clear.
It is clear. It's pretty brilliant. So enjoy the fancy free. I have to say, it's delicious. I definitely get a punch. There's a, I wouldn't say bitter, but there's a definite alcohol forward quality. But there's a sweetness.
This is definitely not a lightweight drink because the Rittenhouse bottled in bond is 100 proof, so it's 50% alcohol.
Yeah.
And so it's definitely a strong drink.
Indeed.
And then the Luxardo, a little bit less, but it adds a great flavor.
But it adds a great sweetness to the drink. I agree.
And I think it's the Luxardo that you like the best.
I agree. I am a sweet. Yeah, I'm a sweet drink fan. So it's good. It's delicious.
So we took a little bit of prep work to make the ice at home. Make the ice.
Indeed.
And then just put the glasses in the freezer. And
Fantastic.
20 minutes.
Amen. All right. So try this at home. Tell us what you think of the fancy free cocktail.
Brought to you by Death and Company.
Death and Company. It's a delicious drink. And so drink responsibly as we do here on Army Drinking Buddies. And we'll see you next time on your favorite show and mine.
Army Drinking Buddies.
Army Drinking Buddies.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Guess get Rachel looking after.
Yeah.